Okay, I've got the template cut out that the base was on. There we go. And we're going to cut it so that it comes to the outside edge, and it just saves me lifting this on and off. So I'm going to cut that round, and it'll sit on the outside edge, but we're going to render again around it. Okay, so here goes, cutting it out. I'm going to use a jigsaw. I've penciled it up, marked it round, and then we're ready to go. And on this I'll put fire bricks, and there we go. It's now cut out to the shape, and that will be the floor base. Now I'm going to cover it with bricks. That's my next job. Next thing is, there's my fire bricks all laid out. I put the template over, drew it around, and then I've got to cut them, and then we'll lay them in the vermiculite and on the board. Okay, I'm going to cut them now. I've dry laid them, I'll number them, and then I can put them back in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've numbered them all. There we go. So that helps me to do the job. There we go. It's done. I brushed in all the dust when I cut these. I cut these bricks, these refractory bricks, and I've brushed in the joints. I'll brush it in again later when it's settled a bit, tamp them down. So that's the base, and that will sit on there. Next project, onto the slab. What I've done here, I've put over the inside fire cement, refractory cement, just to give it a bit of extra protection. So I've turned it over, and I've used some, as you can see just down there. I'll already tell you the make as it's advertising. So here we go. I have sort of covered that, so that protected it a bit more. Okay, what I'm doing here, I've just I've mixed up some tile adhesive, floor adhesive, and I've used that. I've got that lying around in my garage. So what I've done, I'll give it a good coating over with a brush. I've mixed it up and painted it on. I'll put some more vermiculite in the mixes, and so just to fill all the voids and to give it a good hard shell. Ready to put the base on. As you can see here, I've got some wide damp proof course, because I think this fireboard underneath doesn't want to get permanently wet. So I'm going to bed that onto the slab with a layer of lime and sand and cement, and then put another bed on top of that, and then bed that on and level it up. Okay, so what I'm doing to do first, to do this, and then I'm going to put this on. There we go, it's in place, ready for the dome to go on. Okay, all set in nicely, nice and solid. Dome is next. I've left some silica sand on the top to brush into some of the joints as it settled when we moved it. Okay, that will be the final one. Putting the dome on now. That's it on. Now I'm going to put a pencil mark inside, and then put some fire retardant silicone based glue on here and then sit it on. That's what I'm going to do now. Now I will put fire silicone on there, that'll bed that on, and it doesn't want much, just wants to glue that to the floor there. And then this plinth will build over again, and I'll do that in a minute. A tube to do that, I'll put plenty on. I've got a bit of spare, just in case I need any more on. Okay, then we're going to put the dome back on there. Okay, we've placed it on, and what I do, I just sort of slide it around, rock it onto it like that, so it beds it in. As I'm rocking it around, I can feel it really sealing. And then you run your finger around the edge and just check for any more. That's what I've done anyway, just check for any gaps. It's reasonably flat. It's on a nice flat surface, but on the inside you do the same in there. Okay. Just brush it in the dust into the white silicone, and that's got rid of the white. Light a small fire in it just to start to cure it slowly. Not big fires, just small ones to try and dry it out naturally, but also to speed up, get all the moisture out, because it's the moisture seemingly in the vermiculite and the cement that will cause cracking. So the best thing is to draw it out slowly, get it out, and then we can cover it and then insulate it further. That's what we're doing now. We just allow the fire cement to go off as well, or the fire silicone. That kind of needs heat to cure it. So excited.